Alright guys, welcome to the second video of this three-part kind of video series thing that I'm doing. So here is Deluxe class Starscream. Definitely a much smaller version of movie Starscream. I can already tell you, if you're not a fan of smaller versions of characters that should be bigger, then this figure isn't for you. But I can tell you to give this figure another chance because he's pretty cool. He's actually one of the better Deluxe class figures, regardless of his size. He's one of the better Deluxe class figures of the Dark of the Moon line. The figure, the MechTech weapon, if you're into the MechTech thing, he's got one of the cooler ones that you can get because not all Deluxe class figure MechTech weapons can actually lock in and combine. But anyway, back to the figure. He does look really cool. It's a nice little representation, and I really mean that, a nice little representation of movie Starscream. Very streamlined. You know, he doesn't have too much going on underneath there. He does have some molded landing gear. They don't work, they're just there. MechTech ports back here in the rear spoilers, underneath the wings, the primary wings underneath here, which become his forearms, and he even has some clip points right there, which become his forearms, so he can have some little, little weapons right there. His MechTech weapons are these two little null ray cannons thingies. Well, according to the box, two little null ray cannons that double up as swords too. And they have an extra gimmick, and I'll show you that later in robot mode. But I think what you do here is you have the null ray cannon under here, so that they kind of look like blasters, I guess. If you use your imagination that much, they look like blasters. It's kind of huge, but yep, there you go. Or you can flip this one over and just have the sword. So I guess if you could cut other, I don't know, whatever. The MechTech weapons don't really work out for me in terms of alt mode, but they definitely do work out in robot mode. I got this figure initially to get these MechTech weapons to give to Megatron, Voyager Megatron, because I think they really work with him. But overall I'm glad I got the figure because I actually do enjoy him, and I don't have a movie accurate Starscream. There's the Voyager Dark of the Moon, Voyager Revenge of the Fallen one, but that one's and I even have the first movie one, but that one's still Anyway, transforming him is actually pretty simple. Flip up the landing gear, flip these down just to get them out of the way. There's a lot of things that's going to get a little confusing, so try and bear with me. So what you want to do is, I think you should pop these windows because they're on this little mechanism where you can pop them up. Just push them up like that. So do that, and I think that makes the transformation easier. I don't think the instructions say to do that first, but whatever. You want to do that, and then just lift this up, I guess, just on this first hinge. There's like two joints on this one little hinge thing, so just do that for now and pull out, I guess. And the rest we'll do later. Now, the arms, just basically pull them out, pull them up and out, bring his claws out, and then take the wings and just fold them out. And then you can just flip his arms out to the side, get those little things out the way. So yeah, that's that. Let's stand him up, flip his legs down, and flip his little tiny toes up. Flip his legs out like that, and then just chicken leg him, I guess. You don't have to, but well, whatever works for you. The landing gear doubles up as heel spurs in robot mode, so that's pretty cool. He's gonna need that because of his leg design, but I like that they did that. And the next thing you want to do is flip these up, or before you flip them up, flip these down, then flip them up. Then what you want to do, or a lot of fans tend to do this, they just kind of close this thing for, like, I guess to close a gap so that his body doesn't look too hollow in robot mode, but just keep it that way for now, I guess. Then what you want to do, take these things, and these tabs will go into those holes if you can see them. And what that does basically to these to this piece of plastic here is it basically kind of warps the plastic so that even in packaging sometimes this piece won't be flush with the whole jet. It's kind of just a molding defect thing, and it's going to happen eventually. So just kind of a heads up if you're. So don't be surprised if and when that does happen. It's just not. That's just how the transformation works. So there you go. And you don't even have to have them pegged in there to be secure. It's safe. It won't go anywhere. So yeah. So there you go. Flip this thing down. I know that looked weird, but flip that down. Flip this piece up. There's this little hatch. Just push that out the way. Bring the whole thing down. Close this thing again. Whatever you want to do with this thing. So there you go. And that's pretty much Starscream right there. So nice, like I said, nice little representation of movie Starscream. Very shrunken down. Again, here's Nitro Bumblebee with Starscream. Let me bring this thing up. So what I find about these deluxes is that they're all head height together. They're all like head height together. If you can tell, I don't know, but yeah, there you go. MechTech ports here, all the same ones that you can still use in the back here if you want to store some weapons, forearms, you know, I guess. And for the hell of it, let's just show it off since I have this stuff anyway. So give him some shoulder mounted little weapon thingies. So you can do that. Have them kind of like, how do you do this? Something like that. You could do that, or of course his MechTech weapons are right here. Let's see, how do I do this? So, like this, I guess, or if you want to use the null rays, like that. Just kind of mess around with it. And this one's just kind of weird because it's just so huge. This MechTech port, and then there's a little gimmick there for this one. So yeah, you could do that. Now the true gimmick of that MechTech weapon and this one combining, basically you line the ports together. There's a round one and a square one up here. Just peg them in, and if I could do this right. It is difficult to do. Not difficult, it's just annoying how it does it. It's supposed to lock into place. Did it lock into place? I guess it did, but there you go. It basically turns into this like spear thing, but it's kind of just way too big for him. But you can do that too if you want. So set that aside. What I like to do though is get off. What I like to do though is sometimes I give him Deluxe Ratchet's MechTech weapon, because we all know Starscream has a saw, and you know this arm here is also his little Gatling gun arm. So I figured it makes sense to give him a little machine gun looking thing on this arm and that thing on the other. So that's pretty cool. I like that. I really do. So anyway, his articulation, he has a swivel head, and his head is really, really sharply molded. Pretty accurate to some degree, but yeah, really amazing. So swivel joint here, you have multiple joints here. You kind of have a hinged, what do you call it? A ball hinge? Ball hinged? Yeah, ball hinge. So you got this up here, and you have the ball joint. You have the swivel or the hinged bicep, and then the ball joint elbow, I guess, and then a double hinged wrist because of transformation. No waist articulation. You have ball jointed hips, so you can get lots of movement at the legs. You have multiple hinges here, so you have this first one at the brown piece. You have this other one at the gray, and not only that, but you also have a swivel. So it's a swivel hinge friction joint, so it could pop off like what just happened. So you can actually get this guy in some serious poses, and however serious you can get Starscream in. So just to mess around with it. Yeah, so something like that. I know it looks a little bit weird, but I think it works. So I guess I could end the review. He is a really good figure. Like I said in the beginning, I like him a lot. There's only one serious con about this figure, and it's the fact that he's super small compared to like all the other figures, and this guy is supposed to be really big. Leader class would probably be the best scale to have him in, or an improved Voyager class with, you know, leader class characteristics, um, just a little bit smaller. So no, actually, leader class might be perfect scaling. But all in all, great figure. I really do recommend it. If you haven't picked up Starscream, go ahead and do so. There's also a Thundercracker repaint. I'm planning on getting on that. I'm planning on getting that too if I get a little too bored of this guy. It's actually pretty well done, and he comes with a one of these, not the MechTech one, but he comes with one of these, and he comes with, what's his face? He comes with, not Top Spin, Roadbuster's MechTech weapon, which is like a saw rifle thing, and it's repainted into like black or something like that. So yeah, there's a video review. Thanks for watching, and on to the next one.